LeBron James stands at the edge of a cliff he's never faced before. After 2 decades of dominance, after silencing every critic and shattering every record, the king is now accused of something that could tear down everything he's built. Steroids. Not whispered in dark corners, not hinted at by anonymous sources, but said out loud on podcasts by former NBA players who were in the locker rooms with him. And this time, the accusations aren't going away. Jeff Teague, a former NBA All-Star, didn't hold back. On his Club 520 podcast, he claimed LeBron used steroids during his Miami Heat years, the era where LeBron looked unstoppable, unbreakable, almost superhuman. Miami Heat Bron, he was on steroids, bro. Teague said. They started testing for HGH, and he had to sit out. He said his back was hurt, and he sat out for like 3 weeks and came back skinny. Teague quickly added the word allegedly to cover himself, but the damage was done. The internet exploded. Fans divided. Some defended LeBron like their lives depended on it. Others nodded quietly, as if they'd suspected this all along. And here's the thing. This isn't the first time. Teague is just the latest voice in a growing chorus. Kevin Garnett joked on his podcast that LeBron was connected to Balco, the infamous lab that supplied steroids to elite athletes. Paul Pierce laughed along. Chael Sonnen, a former UFC fighter, went even further, claiming he and LeBron shared the same drug guy, and that LeBron used EPO to boost his endurance. These aren't random trolls on Twitter. These are professionals, people who've been inside the system, people who know what they're talking about, or at least claim to. But why now? Why are these accusations resurfacing after all these years? Because LeBron just won't age. At 40 years old, he's still playing like he's 28. He became the oldest player ever named to an All-NBA team last season. He's about to enter his 23rd NBA season, breaking Vince Carter's record. And instead of slowing down, he looks like he's getting stronger. That's not normal. And in the eyes of some, it's not natural. The media tried to ignore it at first. Protect the golden boy. Keep the narrative clean. But Jason Whitlock wasn't having it. On his Fearless podcast, he said the quiet part out loud. The steroid card has been played on LeBron James, and the media is trying to ignore it. Whitlock questioned why Garnett would risk his reputation to make such a claim. LeBron is breaking all of these records, not because of his great skill, but because of physical blessings that many believe have been enhanced through chemical blessings. That's a nuclear statement, and it's not just one guy saying it anymore. So what about that 2-week break in 2014? The one Teague mentioned, LeBron vanished mid-season, reportedly to rest his back. When he came back, he looked noticeably leaner. Fans and analysts scratched their heads. Some called it a routine recovery. Others saw it as suspicious timing, right around when the NBA reportedly began testing for HGH. No one knows the full truth. LeBron has never been officially accused or tested positive, but the whispers have never stopped. And now they're getting louder. Here's where it gets complicated. If LeBron did use PEDs, does it erase his legacy? Or does it prove just how ruthless and obsessed with greatness he truly is? In a league where recovery science, private chefs, hyperbaric chambers, and million-dollar body maintenance are the norm, where's the line? Some fans argue that PEDs are just another tool in the toolbox of modern athletes. Others say it's cheating, plain and simple. But let's be real. If every elite athlete was tested to the absolute limit, how many would pass? The NBA doesn't test as aggressively as Olympic sports. Players know it, fans suspect it, and legends like Garnett and Teague are now saying it out loud. LeBron's silence on the matter speaks volumes. He hasn't responded to Teague's comments. He didn't address Garnett's jokes. He just keeps playing, keeps dominating, keeps defying time. And that's either the mark of innocence or the ultimate power move. Because here's the thing. Even if every accusation is true, LeBron's legacy might be too big to touch. He's a billionaire, a global icon, a living legend who's played longer than some of his teammates have been alive. The NBA needs him. The media needs him. And his fans will defend him no matter what. But the doubt is there now. Planted, growing, And once that seed is in people's minds, it's almost impossible to remove. LeBron is entering his 23rd season with a target on his back that has nothing to do with defense. Insiders expect him to play at least 2 more years. That means 2 more years of people watching every move, every muscle, every season-defying performance, wondering, how is he still doing this? The king has survived every challenge thrown at him. He's beaten dynasties, silenced haters, and rewritten history. But this accusation, this shadow, might be the one thing he can't dunk over. So here's the question. Do you believe LeBron is clean? Or do you think the greatest players in history are willing to do whatever it takes to stay on top, even if it means bending the rules the rest of us don't see?